Hello guys, good morning. I hope that you guys are doing great today. Today it's Monday and it's about to be our last tutorials from this week. Now, today we've got Wise Citizen. We're going to work with week number 5. Let's see. Let's begin by reading our agenda. Our agenda says the big question. Then the big question is, why do we have to be responsible? That's a big question. That's a really good question. Why do we have to be responsible? Is there a reason why? All right, we're going to go over the big question in a few minutes. Now, the key words related to the topic that we're going to work today. Why do we have laws? Okay, why do we have laws? That's an important question. And learning log pages 120 and 121. I'm going to be working with you. Let's get ready. Hi, today's question is, why do we have to be responsible? Is there a reason why? Are you responsible? How are you responsible in your house or in your community? One way to be responsible in your community is to pick up the trash that's on the floor around your house. It can be in your yard, okay? It can be in your sidewalk, nearby. You can show responsibility in many ways in your school, in your community, okay? When you go to school, that you have homework, okay? Your responsibility and the way you guys show responsibility is by completing your homework. The same in your community. Maybe things that you have to do in your community during specific days, like taking out your trash, okay? Those are things that you guys do for your community and are part of your responsibility. Now, we're going over these keywords that we have here, and I would like you to take a look at the image there. That image that I have there belongs to the word belongings. What does that mean? Your belongings are your things, the things that you possess, the things that you bought with your money. For example, your card, okay, your cell phone, a pen, sunglasses, headphones, things that belong to you. Now, we take care. What do? We try to not lose them, okay? So we protect, okay? To take care is to protect something that belongs to you. So to protect your things. Okay, lifestyles. What is a lifestyle, okay? It's the way you live, okay? If you want to live as a peaceful person, or if you want to live as, okay, as a very famous person, okay? It's just the way you guys live. It's your lifestyle. All right, now I'm going to give you a few minutes to go over the key, okay? And after you guys finish, we're going to check out the key, okay, and how you guys do with it. So I hope you read it all. Try to scan it. Now, this is in Wise Citizen. It is called Why Do We Have Laws? Read it all. It is important that you guys read it, okay? I'll give you a few minutes to read it. Alright, so now we're going to check the key, and the key is called Why Do We Have Laws? This is Wise Citizen. How did you guys do? Did you read it? Isn't it interesting, today's key? It's pretty interesting, okay? To know the reason we have laws, and it is because very good to keep the city in order, okay? To have an organization. That is the reason we have laws. Now, what happens if you didn't have the rules? Remember that we have rules for a reason. What could happen if we didn't have rules? For example, in a basketball game or in a soccer game, what would that be if we didn't have the rules that we have now for each one? Very good. The games would be a chaos, okay? There would be a lot of people not agreeing, okay? There would be a lot of people mad, okay? So it would be a chaos. Now, let's take a look at this picture here, and it says at the bottom that the first law code was called the Code of, very good, of Hammurabi, okay? That was the name of the code. That was the first code, and the first code was invented in 3,700 years ago, okay, in Babylon. Now, what is a responsibility? I would like to ask you what a responsibility is. And as I mentioned before, you have responsibilities in your community, at school, okay? You have many responsibilities. Even in your house, you have a responsibility. So what is a responsibility? Very good. Responsibilities are tasks that you have to do as part of a legal job or obligation. For example, if you have a job or if you go to school, you have a responsibility, okay? Something that you must do to be in order. All right, let's continue here. Why do we have responsibilities? What is the reason we have that? Very good, because a society needs to be organized. And how are we going to organize the people in a society? By giving them responsibilities. Now, don't forget that responsibilities take you to the laws, okay? If you don't follow your responsibility, there are laws, okay, that can get you through the process. For example, some laws protect and help people. they can guide you in a dangerous situation. For example, they are like a manual for you to follow. If you don't know exactly what is happening in a specific situation, you can go over the laws, okay? And if you know the law, you know what to do and you know what to not do, what to expect and what to not expect. Now, I'm going to show you here the responsibility images examples that they are giving us. And here it says, putting the trash in the right place is your responsibility. Organic and inorganic trash, okay? When you guys classify trash, it's your responsibility as a community member of your school to separate trash as well as in your house. Do you recognize this sign? It is your responsibility to recognize this sign because that way you guys will know what to do in this case. It means that there is a place reserved for people with disabilities, people in a wheelchair, okay, or certain disability. So you need to stay away from this space, okay, because people that really needs it need to use it. Now, street signs are important for your safety. This is part of your responsibility. This is to keep you away from danger. Now, if you know how to use the signs, okay, that for example, this one here, the green one is for you to it's for you to walk. Now, you need to stop when you see the red light, okay? So, if you want to keep yourself in a safe way or in a safe place, you need to follow the signs. Even in school, you guys have many signs that show you where you have to be, the actions that you have to do, okay? For example, in the bathroom, there is a sign that says wash your hands properly. Now, if you go to the patio, there is an exit sign. There is an emergency exit sign, okay, which tells you what to do. So it is important that you guys learn the signs, okay, to be part of a community, okay, you need to know the signs very well. Now it's time to repeat the words 3 times.
Bin, bin, bin. City, city, city. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Referee, referee, referee. To guide, to guide, to guide.
Okay, so that's pretty much all about laws, okay? Now you guys know why we need to have laws. Remember that if we have laws, okay, we keep the city in order. We keep our lives in order, okay? We are respect. By having laws, we are respect as children and as adults, okay? Right, so here we are in the learning log, okay? Now it's time to get ready for Wise Citizen. This is page 120, and the big question for today is, why do we have to be responsible? We already read the key. The key was very interesting, was about laws, and it is similar to the topic that we're going to work with right now. So why do we have to be responsible? Okay, is there a reason why? You guys are going to read this information here, and after you read it, after you analyze it, you are going to answer the questions that are here in activity number 1. So let's get right here. Okay, so now it's time to check and see how did you do on page 120. Now remember that we have to read first this section here where it says what is to be responsible, okay? What is to relate with other people and the type of relationships that we have. Remember, we have school, community, our family, okay? Every human has different responsibilities in different places, okay? Now, number 1 says, name 2 groups in which you form relationships. A relationship is a friendship, okay? It's when you treat a different person, okay? For example, school is one where you have friends. That's a relationship, okay? Family, I would like to say school and family, okay? That's where you have your relationships. And there are other places, for example, community, that would be another one. So, and family. Now, why are values important? Why are values important? Do you think they are important to relate, to interact with other people? If I don't have values, can I be with somebody else? Can I be in a community? No. So values, okay, help you to relate with others. Help you to relate with other people. Number 3, in your own words, define responsibility. What is to be responsible? You guys have to write your own definition or what you guys think. Number 4, explain what it means to act irresponsible. Is the negative. Irresponsible, it's the negative part of responsible. When you guys don't follow instructions, when you guys don't do what you have to do, you are an irresponsible person. And this is your opinion, okay? You can write it down here. Now, number 5 says, describe 2 different responsibilities you have at home. My responsibility at home is to keep it clean. I like to keep it clean. Okay? And it's my responsibility to keep my house clean. What else? Do my bed. That is another responsibility I have. I have to make my bed before I go anywhere else. So those are responsibilities that you can possibly have at home. Maybe you have different responsibilities, and that's valid. Remember, I'm just checking with you guys. That doesn't mean that you have to write the same. Okay, let's continue in the next page. Okay, this is page 121, and it says, read about the classroom situation and answer the questions. You guys have a situation here that you are going to read. You are going to describe the situation in your own words, and then write down your opinion, okay? Did she act responsible, okay, or irresponsible, and the reason why? Specify here the information that they are asking. And activity number 3 is completely optional. You have to make a drawing that shows that you are responsible. For example, separating trash, picking up trash, okay, making a line in order, in silence, okay. There are many things you can make a drawing of that where you guys are being responsible, and this is completely optional, okay? If you don't want to do that one, don't worry, but the one that I want you to do, it's that one there. Please do it, try, and we'll see each other in just a few minutes. Hey guys, now it's time to do activity 121 and it says read about the classroom situation and answer the question. So this is a school situation and the situation says Lucy and her classmates have to work on a group project. Their teacher asked each student to bring supplies for this project. Everyone brought their supplies except for Lucy. She forgot to bring the scissors so that the teacher requested. Now, so the situation is between people in a team, and it doesn't says if it's a girl or boy. I'm just making an example for you guys. So from all of the children in the team, Susie was the only one to not bring scissors. Okay, she was not responsible at the moment that the teacher asked for scissors. Okay, so now let's describe the situation. What is going on with Lucy? She forgot to bring scissors. She's not acting responsible. Now, did Lucy act responsible? No. No way. No, she didn't have all her supplies for the project, correct? She didn't have all the supplies. It was her responsibility to bring the material, but she didn't do it. All right, so now activity number 3 says, get into pairs. Discuss why we have to be responsible in class. Who can we affect if we don't act responsible? Make a drawing that shows how you are responsible at school. Okay, and you can draw yourself by separating trash in school. Okay, you can draw yourself by standing in a line, waiting to be helped out in the tiendita. Okay, you can draw yourself in many situations. Now, it is completely up to you whatever drawing that you want to make. I'm making here the line for the tiendita. If you have a different idea, you may do so. Okay, so hey, we're finished. This is page 129 and now we are complete with activity 2 and activity 3. Thank you very much for participating, for your time. Remember, this week is our last week of videos, okay, before we go back to school. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Today it's Monday, okay? Take care of yourself. Wear a mask. Protect yourself, okay? Remember that if you protect yourself, you protect the ones you love. I'm going to leave you with a video here about how to protect yourself in school. Watch it completely. Hey guys, I would like to tell you an important news. We're about to go back to school, and that means that we're going to see each other very soon. Now, before seeing each other, we need to take care of some things, and here I've got safe back to school tips. Alright, these are the things that you can do in school. The first thing you need to do is remember to keep 1 meter distance, okay, from your classmates. That means that you are not allowed to stay close together, okay, to talk. You have to stay back 1 meter distance from adults, from the people in the school, okay. Everybody that works in school, even your classmates, you have to stay 1 meter away. The next thing you must do is wash your hands more than once a day. That means you can wash your hands 5 to 6 times during the day. I will be giving you guys permission to wash your hands daily, okay? And make sure that you wash them properly. I'm going to leave here a video for you guys to watch, and make sure that you wash your hands and learn how to wash your hands in the proper way. Remember that we need and we must wash our hands when you guys cough and you cannot use your hands when you guys are coughing. So you must use, well, to cough you must use a tissue that later on I'm going to explain to you. And when you go to the bathroom, you need to wash your hands, as well as when you guys are about to take your lunch, okay, you must wash your hands. So it is very important, this part. As I said, I'll leave you guys a video so that you guys learn how to wash your hands in a proper way. Now, the other thing you guys need to do is cough and sneeze into your elbow. This is your elbow here. Now, you're going to cough inside of your elbow. That means you guys are going to do this to cough. When you cough, you're going to cough inside of your elbow, okay, to protect yourself and, of course, to protect your classmates, all right? Now, the tissues. If you feel like you want to use a tissue, a paper tissue, okay, only one time, and you must dispose it into the trash bin. That means I'm only going to use it one time, the tissue. I cannot say, okay, it's still good, I'm going to use it next time. No, it's not possible. You have to use the tissue, and after you guys use it, we put it in the trash and you go to wash your hands. The next thing is that you have to consider wearing a mask, and that means that during the day in school you must wear it, okay? I'm going to be supervising that you guys wear your mask with you all the time, okay? I know it can get very comfortable maybe during the day, but it is better for us to stay protected, okay? Because we want to stay healthy, okay? And please wear your mask all the time. All right, and I'm going to ask you guys to always keep your space clean. Make sure that everything is in your backpack. The things that you guys are not using must stay in your backpack, okay? You're only going to use a few things while working in the classroom so that you guys stay protected, okay? Keep your things organized, okay? Nothing on the floor, okay? There could not be anything on the floor, so everything must be packed up and organized. Now we're going to the don'ts, the things that you must not do, okay? And this is, don't shake hands and hugs. I know that it has been a long time that we haven't seen each other, but you cannot hug your classmates, neither shake hands. It's not going to be possible because we have to protect ourselves, okay? So no huggings, okay? Just for the moment, okay? Do not touch your mouth, your nose, or your eyes. It is completely prohibited. You cannot touch your mouth, your nose or your eyes. Remember that coronavirus can get into your system by touching your with your fingers, okay? If they already have the virus, if you touch your mouth, your nose, or your eyes, you can get the virus. Now, another thing you must avoid, and this is the reason I have it in red color, is because I would like to invite you guys to avoid all type of crowdness. That means that you are going to avoid crowded spaces, okay? Every time you see more than 3 people in a line, or every time you see more than 3 people in the bathroom, avoid that stuff, okay? You cannot be in a crowd, okay, because you are in risk. Another thing I would like to ask you guys is to avoid touching the classroom surface. Okay, do not touch the walls, do not touch the board, okay? Anything that has to do with the classroom or even with the school, okay? To prevent you guys from getting sick or getting harmed, okay? So do not touch anything from the classroom, neither from school. And another important one is if you are ill, if you feel fever, if you have a really bad headache that you cannot stand, you must stay at home, okay? Even if it's a flu, you must stay at home. This is going to prevent getting sickness, okay? So if you are ill, you must stay at home. And this is very simple. Just tell your mommy to take your temperature if you feel sick, if your throat hurts, if you got the temperature, okay? Just, mommy, can you take the temperature for me? Your mom is going to check your temperature and see if everything is right. After that, that's pretty much all we have to do to take care and to protect yourself and the loved ones, okay, from coronavirus. Remember that this virus is very harmful for you guys and for your family as well. If you guys protect yourselves, you're going to protect your family members as well. So that is the reason we must protect each other, and we must protect our classmates, teachers, and family, okay? Now, it is very simple. I really hope that this information was reliable and at the same time something for you guys to learn how to take care of yourself in school, because we're going back to school in a very few days. I am very happy and excited about it, but before that happens, we need to take care and know how to take care of ourselves and our classmates as well. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching and for your attention. If you need to play this video back, please play it back so that way you guys have an idea of what to do. And if you need to repeat it more than once, that's perfectly fine. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey guys, and right before I leave, I found this worksheet that I would like to share with you guys, in where they are giving you the instructions, okay, and the specifications about each word: rights, rules, responsibility, and community, okay? These are the meaning of these words. Now, the first one is rights. A right is something you are entitled to and deserve, okay? Just by being human, you have many rights, okay? The right to go to school, you have the right to go to the doctor if you are sick, the right for food, okay? Just something that you are entitled of just for being yourself, okay? Because you deserve it. Now, the rules. A rule is something that everyone in a community should follow. For example, when you guys are in the classroom, you are not allowed to run. So that is a rule that we have in the classroom, to not run. Another rule you have is to keep your space clean, out of trash, and organized, with your chair as well. What is a responsibility? A responsibility is something that you are expected to take care or do. In this case, it's your parents' responsibility to take you guys to school, okay? It's your parents' responsibility to take you to school, okay? It's part of your rights too. The community is a group of people. You need to have rules as well. The reason for that is because imagine that your neighbor has music, okay, and you want to go to sleep. There must be rules that protect you guys and rights that protect you guys from that neighbor, okay, that is making the sound. So you call the police, okay, and by the end of the day, maybe or during the day, the police will come and talk to that person, and he will do so because there are rules for everything, okay, that must be respected in our community.